So I did listen to the last part, and it turns out that I wasn't doing a doggy voice, I was doing a racist Japanese voice. So we're going to stop doing that and talk like Faye like a normal person. Was the original notice also posted by you? Master wrote that, but Faye went out to put up himself. He hurt real bad, but Master said Faye's writing was abysmal. Faye wishes his writing was better so that he could help Master. Yes, you do seem to be rather revolving around that. That's incredible. You really can read and write then. Faye nods his head excitedly. Master taught me many things about books. Master say that Faye is almost literate. It's the way you have to stop on those 3-syllable words. Like someone from Crew. Almost, But that not matter, Faye. Faye just wants someone to play with. Sure, I can play with you if you want. This better not turn into a gay orgy. Really? Yes, really. Faye seems to jump for joy, but I motion for him to stop before the tower collapses above us. Faye is so happy. Faye pauses for a moment. Faye forgot to think of game to play. Oh God, I'm going back into that racist Japanese voice, aren't I? Really now? You'd think that if it put up an ad addressed to Dougal based entirely around that concept, why would you even put one up there? Look, he's not very clever. He can read and write, but, you know, it's like a 5-year-old's. Cut him some slack. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. He could literally be a tool in a shed. I would not say that. Oh, Faye has a good idea. We play game called Be My Master. Be Your Master? That gay orgy seems a little bit more closer. That's an interesting name for a game, to say the least. What exactly does that entail? Faye glances around furtively as if he's making sure no one else is listening. He whispers at me in a low voice. Faye miss having a master. Dougal can be new master, and Faye does whatever Dougal tells him to do. That sounds easy enough. Okay, here goes. Do a dance. I command Faye to do a dance for me, but stop myself when I realise the inanity of my request. I highly doubt the Magisters would have ever taught him 2-bit circus tricks. To my surprise and horror, the metallic beast gets up on one paw, twirling like the world's worst ballerina. If this is a recital, he would probably be kicked out for disorderly conduct. He stumbles mid-turn, falling sideways and wildly grasping at one of the pipes for balance. I guess he's not one of those tabbies who lands on all fours, but at least he didn't try to chasse. Like, he's not one of those tabbies who can land on all fours. Have you seen him? He's a big mechanical beast. He was not going to land like that. Jesus. That's not actually so bad for a massive clockwork. Oof. Can Faye stop dancing now? We're going to do all of these. Fuck it. What am I supposed to tell him anyway? I said the first thing that comes to mind, even though it's probably more fitting for a creature of the canine variety. Faye drops to the ground with a clang, looking up at me playfully. With that set of fangs, I shudder to think what he'll do to me if I happen to decline his offer. Play dead. Faye not want to play dead. How can Faye be with Master if Faye is dead? Oh, sorry. Faye, just kidding. Oh, Faye has a concept of sarcasm now. Bastard. Faye falls motionlessly on the ground, his leg twitching as if he had entered rigor mortis. As a former predator, it makes sense he would know how to do that, but I kind of shake the feeling that his movements are distinctly human. Faye, where did you learn how to do that? Faye, not tell you right now. Too busy playing. See, yeah, again, I'm doing that Japanese thing. We're going to stop that now. I guess I won't get any out of him anytime soon. And, beg. Is he going to beg? Wow, really, he is. Faye kneels down, paws outwards as if carrying a bowl of Jeffrey's delicious hot brie breakfast. Meow. Faye want Master to feed him. I don't even know what clockworks are supposed to eat. Faye's favourite snack is gears. Really tiny gears. Tiny and crunchy? For some reason, I feel like he's making this up as we go along. Regardless, I pick up a loose gear from off the ground, trying to aim for his mouth. It bangs off his head with a deafening clang. My aim's terrible. Come to think of it, maybe that gear was too large for a snack. That really hurt. Ow. Sorry, I don't think I'll try feeding you for now. Maybe some other time. Faye not need food anyway. Food hurt too much for Faye to handle. Alright. Well, let's stop playing. This is getting a bit weird anyway. Sexual roleplay. Gay orgy again, it's coming, I tell you. You're definitely the smartest clockwork I've ever seen. Goodbye. I decide that now is a good time to start bonding with Faye in the physical sense. I motion for him to come over, and he bounds towards me like a long-lost pet. Faye sits obediently, and I gently pet his cold metal head, but barely get a reaction. Figuring he might be thick-skinned, I knock on it, but still nothing. Realizing he must be steering me somewhere else, I kneel down, stroking the gasket around his neck, and stumble backwards when he begins purring from deep inside his throat. Oh god. Oh god, we're not going old Kimker again, are we? Stroke my back and watch me... well, I can't say that. I can feel the hot air exuding from his mouth as he looks at me excitedly. I don't think I've ever seen him this worked up before. It's a little scary, actually. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Faye has been very good. Good master, come closer. Diggle, why don't you ever give me a belly rub? You show more compassion to this pile of scrap metal than to your own loyal comrade. I don't know, there's something about him that gets to me. He's so friendly as opposed to you. Again, like we're inches away from him, yet speaking, and he hasn't... whatever. What's that supposed to mean? I've tamed quite a few animals in my day, but I've definitely never played with something this large before. At least if you don't count the Valkyrie egg that almost ate Isaac. Long story. Faye leans closer, nuzzling my head. I try to maintain my distance, fearing that Faye's brand of affection is a little too heavy to handle. Wait just a minute. Don't get too friendly, okay? Faye want Dougal to be new master. Faye want more petting. Faye. Faye suddenly seems to grind to a halt. His eyes begin to flicker. I knock on his metal hide, and I can only hear a dull clang. Faye, are you there? Is it new and master and that word... those words trigger something? Like, no, you are to be obedient to me. Faye, out of power. Crystal back on need charge. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. What's going on? It looks like all that playing around drained Faye's energy supplies. Okay, so it's not a trip switch around the word master. As if he shuts off, he won't be able to tend to his master. Well, we could just go up there and talk to him ourselves. But Faye said the Magistus didn't want anyone seeing him. That doesn't mean we couldn't try. Alright, come on, am I the embodiment of all evil to try something like that? I'm not sure. Let's just save it before we do. And then become the embodiment of all evil and then do it. What is Dougal doing? I'm just going to ask your master for help on how to fix you. Master said you couldn't. I walk up to the control panel of the elevator. It's a lift, it's not an elevator. Though I have a nagging feeling in the back of my mind that this might not be such a good idea. What the? Next to the lever, there seems to be a series of coded wheels. I tried to turn them to various numbers, but the lever doesn't seem to bulge. It's locked with a code. Faye, do you know the code to the elevator? Master told Faye not to tell you. Then what exactly am I supposed to do? Faye thinks Dougal should charge Crystal, since Dougal is Faye's friend. Okay, where do I find it? Dougal, open hatch on back. I walk up to Faye's back, where there indeed seems to be a small hatch placed in the exact center of his body. Pressed on the switch to open it, it swings upwards and reveals an Etherian crystal. Master says that called Athenor crystal. Athenor? Sounds like a Greek god, not a cricket player. Put energy in there to heat boiler, but Master forgot to change it. Okay, I think at this point, we gain nothing from going to the elevator. It was like trying to see what that pet was earlier with that woman, so we're going to be loading. And doing it again, don't bother. I'm going to honour Faye's wishes this time, yeah, see, bonding with Faye, see. I don't think Magistus would be very happy if we came barging in on him like that. Is Dougal going to help Faye? Yes, that was the idea. You mean I can help? Yeah, okay, so we know this bit. Swings upwards. The Greek god crystal. Yeah. I pull the crystal from its socket, being careful not to drop it. It looks like I have to charge up the crystal with enough pressurized heat energy to get the boiler working again. This should be a bit different from just firing a flame from my hands. Oh god, there's an alchemy puzzle. I dread these because I have to pause the video and go, please work, please work, please work. Alright, Faye, I'm working on it. Just don't close your eyes or whatever clockworks do when you shut down. Faye doesn't seem to respond. I hope he's still with me. 30 pieces, 3 skips. That means there's a big one. Not big. Alright, let's try and do this once. And see where we get. I think I've already fucked it. No, I've already fucked it. Alright, we're gonna have to... we're gonna... Oh my god, what? Why have you given me this one? No, I want another colour. I want another colour! Yeah, this is definitely fucked. I don't think there's any way of doing this from here on in. Red, brown, blue, red, green. Oh god, this is horrible. Brown. Come on, we got to get to the other reds a little quicker than we're currently doing. Yeah, sure. Let's stick a brown one there. Blue. We should have really... Yeah. Green, brown. Hang on. See what I mean? You always seem very close to be able to, like, do this, and then suddenly you just can't. Yeah, you see what I mean? You always seem to be very close, and then suddenly it's like, oh, no, sorry, you can't. Anyway, let's pause it, and I don't know, we'll just get back to it when I'm finally done. Yeah, see, who needs logic when you can just sort of randomly skid around and hope for the best, right? So we'll put that in there, and then reaction's complete. That was done the third time, and there was no sort of clever way of doing that. I just started from the top left and worked my way down. Increase chaos. What's our chaos like? It only went up by 2? I'm offended. I gave it plenty of juice. I take the ethanol crystal, which glows warmly in my hand, and try to put it back in the slot, but it proves harder to fit than I thought. Yeah, it really is a gay orgy. Come on, Dougal, you can do better than that. This would everything could be construed as, what I said before, if you put your mind to it. I just don't want to break it. Stop being such a baby and just ram it in there. Yeah, like that. Harder. Push harder. Oh, Jesus. Suddenly the crystal slots in and Faye shudders as the power courses through its system. Faye, did it work? Faye is feeling good. Faye feels very good. Oh, Faye feel really hot now, but can Dougal not push the crystal in back so hard next time? Next time? He says there's going to be a next time. Faye wanted Dougal to be his master. For now, I have to work on the investigation, but maybe later we can talk about it. Maybe Faye is feeling a little too hot now? Faye stumbles past me, pushing open the door to the outside and leaving me alone in his hall. His proclivity for overheating must have been a design flaw, although it's understandable considering that his alchemic heating element must be powerful in order to operate a clockwork that size. It's catch-22. Well, that was certainly something you don't do every day. I definitely dispute that. It's what I was doing earlier. Not the gay orgy, the playing with the clockwork. Jesus miters. I wish we all could be this innocent. The world would be a lot better if humans and fairies were friends instead of, stabbing each other with very sharp objects. It's the way of the world, my friend. With great intelligence comes great foolishness. What would you do if you had the power to change things, to stop them from fighting? I'm, not exactly sure what I would do, Dougal. Why'd you ask? I don't know. I was just thinking that if we can make beings that run on clockwork, there's no limit to what we can do. I'm sure there isn't, but other things just keep getting in the way, eh, Dougal? I guess you're right. Bringing peace would be almost impossible. Heck, even the ancients weren't able to accomplish that much. Mate, look at your chaos bar. Bringing peace? Jesus. Well, you can definitely try, but sometimes, Dougal, peace is a very difficult thing to define. I agree. Just then, I hear the heavy footsteps of the metal beast as he runs back in, practically skidding on the icy floor. He loses his balance and almost falls over. Whoa there, take it easy. Good, Dougal not leave yet. Is Dougal okay to answer one more question for Faye? Sure, I guess. What do you want to know? Faye is worried. Faye saw a strange girl near tower when he went out at night. Dougal know her? What exactly did she look like? Is this when we see that Lamia might be involved in something she's not, or the blacksmith's daughter? There's too many things to guess at the moment. Faye thinks she had a weird thing on her neck. It looked like snow avalanche, and big brown hair too. Faye wishes he had hair. How the hell did Faye find out about Lamia? If she finds out her cover is blown, this could be a big problem. A big one. What do I tell him? Yeah, go on then.